DeFi, or Decentralized Finance, is an emerging financial technology based on secure smart contract running over blockchain. The system removes the centralized banks and institutions have on money financial products and financial services. In the centralized financial institute, if you want to apply for an account, you need to submit your private profile such as your address, birthday in a form, a passport or driver's license. This information could be disclosed to evil people to take the advantage if hacked. In a centralized bank, your application for loan could be declined and it won't tell the reason. Your deposit in the bank could be frozen. So this money is actually not totally under your control. In contrast, in a decentralized finance system, your assets are secured by cryptograph, distributed ledger, and smart contract running over blockchain. To open an account, there is no restriction on ages, and there is no requirements to submit your personal information or photo ID. For example, in Ethereum, you just install a MetaMask and follow instructions. Take note of your secret phrase, then an account is created. Just as simple as eating pie. In the centralized bank, if you want to transfer some money to one of your overseas friends, you mostly have to use SWIFT system. For example, you want to send 1,000 Australian dollars. This will be firstly converted to US dollars. So it will be 735.54 US dollars. Minus 5.54 conversion fee. It will be 730 US dollars. There is 3% to 4% transfer fee. So it will remain $700. If the bank you are transferred to doesn't belong to the SWIFT system, you have to use an intermediate bank. Then there will be 0.5% agent fee. So it will be 696.5 US dollars. If your friend has to receive his local currency, there will be another conversion fee. So he can receive at most 937 Australian dollars. The whole process will take 1 or 2 days before your friend can receive the payment. This system is not only expensive but also slow. In the decentralized finance, for example, you send 10 Ethereum to your friend. It will cost just 0.001 Ethereum as gas fee payable to miner. Your friend can receive 9.999 Ethereum in 10 minutes. In Bitcoin blockchain it will be half an hour waiting period. So it is much faster and cheaper than centralized bank system. In the previous example, there is a problem. That's the volatility of most cryptocurrency price. In the example of Ethereum, when you send out the Ethereum to your friends or business partner, the price may drop from $4,800 to $4,500 in 10 minutes. Thus your friends will be out of freak. This is why we introduce the stablecoin in the crypto world. Stablecoin is a kind of cryptocurrency that pegged to fiat currency. For example, DAI is a stablecoin which pegged to $1 US. There are various mechanisms to create stablecoins. Some are backed by one-to-one fiat currencies, such as Tether or USDT, USD Coin, Binance USD, True USD, Pax Dollar. They are actually issued by centralized institutions with token contract over Ethereum blockchain. There are more decentralized stablecoin, such as DAI. It is generated using Ethereum as collateral to MakerDAO. Then MakerDAO generates DAI to the borrower. It has a mechanism of arbitrage to keep the price of DAI to $1 US, which needs a separate video to explain. Terra USD is a kind of algorithm stablecoin in Luna blockchain, which doesn't need collateral or real fiat currency. I have a video explaining Luna and Terra. Now let's talk about the most important aspect of finance. Borrow and lend. In the centralized bank, people deposit their money to bank and bank returns them with interest. For example, 2%. These money makes a pool in bank to be lent out to people who want to loan. People may want to purchase a property, so they apply for a home loan. Once the application has been approved, usually they can borrow up to 80% of the total value of the property and pay interest rate to bank. For example, 5%. Banks make money by this interest rate differential of borrow rate and savings rate. In this system, clients who deposit their money in a bank to make savings have to trust their money won't be frozen by the bank or stolen by some dishonest bank staffs. Clients who borrow money from a bank has to experience lots of review on their personal information and assets before approval or reject of their applications. Borrow and lend process in the decentralized finance is much more simple and transparent. There is not an entity. The only thing you can trust is the smart contract running over blockchain. You can open up a wallet and deposit your tokens to a DeFi product such as Compound. You get C tokens such as CDI as a proof for your deposit. The CDI stands for your principal plus accumulated interest. So if you redeem your CDI, you can get your principal and accumulated interest. With these C tokens as collateral, you can borrow up to the amount determined by collateral factor in the compound. For example, 0.75. So if you deposit value $1,000 token, you can loan up to value of $750 of token. You still need pay interest to the compound, but the rate is determined by the market. There is an experimental form of decentralized lending that lets you borrow without collateral or providing any personal information. There is no such product in the existing banking system. This is flash loans. It works on the basis that the loan is taken out and paid back within the same transaction. If it can't be paid back, the transaction reverts as if nothing ever happened. A simple example might be someone using a flash loan to borrow as much of an asset at one price, so they can sell it on a different exchange where the price is higher. So in a single transaction the following happens. You borrow 1 million DAI from AAVE. You buy Ethereum from the exchange Uniswap at price $3,000. You sell the amount of Ethereum on exchange SushiSwap at price $3,010. You pay back loan to AAVE, plus small fees. You keep the profit minus the transaction fee. If exchange SushiSwap supply dropped suddenly and the user wasn't able to get enough DAI to cover the original loan, the transaction would simply fail. To be able to do the above example in the traditional finance world, you'd need an enormous amount of money. These money-making strategies are only accessible to those with existing wealth. Flash loans are an example of a future where having money is not necessarily a prerequisite for making money. There will be another video illustrate more about DeFi, such as no-loss lotteries, decentralized exchange, fund your idea, insurance. Thanks for listening to the end of this video. If you feel this can benefit, please upvote me. If you want to know more about the knowledge of cryptocurrency and blockchain, please subscribe my channel. See you next time.